Source: Adobe/Mem Photos hasn't always been particularly decentralized, with many of the major platforms and projects beginning with core teams who controlled their initial development. It seems that this has somewhat changed in recent months, with the rapid ascent of DeFi almost forcing the ecosystem to introduce governance tokens as a means of decentralization. Governance tokens are popular, but industry players speaking to cryptonews.com warned they come with a number of problems that will have to be solved over time. These include such problems as the concentration of governance tokens in the hands of a few holders, as well as the potential unsustainability of yield farming using governance tokens. Fashionable token. The main trend in governance tokens right now is that every major DeFi platform needs to be seen to have one. Over the past few months, we've seen Uniswap, Curve, Compound, and Balancer, among others, have all launched their respective governance tokens, generating market buzz in the process. NEM Group's head of trading, Nicholas Pelicanos, told cryptonews.com that we've now reached a point where a governance token is all but necessary for any aspiring DeFi project. Governance tokens have more or less become an essential part of DeFi applications. To be truly decentralized, the governance of the application also needs to be decentralized, and this is the key utility of a governance token, he said. Most governance tokens function like votes, meaning that holders get to place their tokens with proposals for developmental changes. As Aves marketing manager Isa Kivligan told cryptonews.com, the vast majority of governance tokens grant voting rights to holders, but little else. In OV, for example, the governance token is the OV token, and OV token holders are able to vote on governance updates and changes, she said. Problem 1. Concentration. Aside from not providing holders with direct input into which governance changes are proposed in the first place, there is one obvious problem most governance tokens face: concentration. About 46% of Compound's comp tokens were distributed to shareholders, founders, and the Compound team. This gives the inner Compound circle much greater weight over governance decisions than users, something which compounds, pun intended, the aforementioned problem that this inner circle will also be the ones making the proposals. Nicholas Pelicanos suggested that concentration isn't necessarily a problem, at least not in the earlier stages of a DeFi project's life. Many will argue that this is a bad thing, but initially this is actually healthy. You want the founders of a project to be incentivized to help grow the platform and its value, he said. Pelicanos noted that as a project matures, its founders will need to spend their holdings on operational expenses. This involves liquidating their holdings, reducing their ownership stake in the project. This is the crypto paradox, where founders generally need to spend their tokens to see their value grow, he said. This helps projects trend toward decentralization, he added. We can see this in a lot of the early blockchain projects like Apollo Capital. Chief Investment Officer Henrik Anderson also noted that most platforms have mechanisms built in which will see governance tokens being increasingly distributed to users. We have lately seen You can read full post on Cryptophans News, link available in text below.